Joseph W. Brady explains financial factors involving the Spring Valley Lake Association purchasing the country club and golf course.
You know, one of the questions you asked me before this is about the purchase price. This is not a great deal. It's a screaming deal, okay? In my business, we buy CoStar data, and we spend $1,000 a month on that. And I would challenge anybody that watches this to email me, and I'd be glad to pull the comps for other country clubs that have sold in Southern California. And you tell me how a $2 million purchase here compares to a $9 million purchase down at Monterey Country Club or any of the other ones that have gone. This is a screaming deal. Now, why are we paying $2 million? Club Corp hasn't put any money in this club in the last 10 years, okay? I got into it with Club Corp when last February before COVID over their lack of funding. Apollo Management is a hedge fund that takes a quarter and cuts it in half and squeezes it again and squeezes it, and that's what they've done. So they've squeezed, Club Corp has squeezed out every single dime that you can put here. They put no money in the infrastructure. So $2 million is Terry, I can't even tell you, it's a screaming deal.
I think the main reason that when, I tend to look at things as a business decision, what the best business decision is, and I think the association being in control of the 200 acres, owning the land, having a say in what happens, golf course obviously is.
I also believe that the country club is, when you look at $12 million that they're raising to invest back into our community, that's going to have a positive impact.
I think it's extremely important for us to purchase the country club and to buy down the water rights. This is the way that we can guide our destiny.
I do not want to see this 200 acres go to an outside developer, which obviously would probably turn it into multi-unit living or senior living for that matter, without paying HOA dues.
Spring Valley Lake is my home, but it is also, it's also an investment, and I'd sure hate for something to go bad, especially with the golf course, because it does mean a lot to this community. Again, being in the industry, I know what values are, and I know what values are going to be if we don't have control of this golf course.
The golf dues need to be raised a little bit, I think, to be in par, so you really do create.
We want to look at, hey, everybody raise their hand and say they don't want their dues to go up, but in the bigger picture, increasing $300 a year, these amenities that we're going to be, hopefully getting approved and get done are going to increase property values way more than that $300 we're paying a year. So
for the nominal fee that it's costing per month versus losing 20 or 30% of my home value, I would much rather do that and enhance my home value in the long term. So,
Terry, I think there were some initial mistakes made early on in trying to acquire the club. I think that the board has come together well. They've just done a mailing. They've done a survey. When the survey comes back, Frank Vane and the leadership here at the club, the board, will be able to now kind of target and figure out how they're going to go about it and when they're going to do the vote. I have told some of the leadership, don't necessarily be misled by the survey. Why would I say that? There were some informal surveys done back on the CSD, and I was on the other side. And there were 24 people that were on a committee, and a very strong committee, very well-known people. And they really felt, that they really had it in the bag. It didn't prove to be that. That unfortunately, not bringing up a bad deal, I'm bringing it up as an example that we don't want to get complacent about this. What I'm concerned about is that you have people that I think they're trying to make decisions and they don't understand the financial implications. I just turned 65. This is not about me, and it's not about you. It's about our children. It's about our grandchildren. It's about their great-grandchildren.
So that's my greatest fear, is we're just going to lose control over this great space, and we're going to miss an opportunity to improve the lake, the gym, perhaps build a swimming pool, and just make this community what it really could be.
Same thing with the other things they're doing as the fitness center, and having a state-of-the-art like fitness center, having a resort-style pool. I mean, these are things that we're all going to be able to enjoy that we can't enjoy now. So if we don't vote, the negative consequences are so far-reaching as far as the value of our houses and our ability to enjoy the community. And if we do vote, on the opposite end, there's so many positive things that we're going to be able to enjoy together.
I'm in very favor of it. Our family is. We love Spring Valley Lake, and hopefully you'll all vote yes along with us to keep it pretty and nice as it is. Thank you.
I would encourage you to become involved, attend the board meetings, listen, and don't get down that trail of social media. Find out for yourself. It's your responsibility.